Please subscribe and you can download this code from description below. Certainly. Let's dive into the world of precomputing and caching in Python. Caching is a powerful technique to optimize the performance of your functions by storing previously computed results. This is especially useful when dealing with functions that have expensive computations or repetitive calculations. In this tutorial, we'll explore how to precompute and cache parts of functions using the functools module and a popular caching library called lru_cache. Caching is the process of storing and reusing previously computed results to avoid redundant calculations. This is particularly beneficial in scenarios where the same inputs may lead to the same output multiple times. The functools module in Python provides the lru_cache decorator, which stands for least recently used cache. This decorator automatically caches the results of a function based on its arguments, and it discards the least recently used entries when the cache reaches its maximum size. Before we begin, make sure you have the lru_cache library installed. You can install it using. Let's start with a simple example. In this example, expensive underscore function is a simple function that squares its input. The lru_cache decorator is used to automatically cache the results. The maxsize equals none argument means the cache can grow without bounds. Now, let's consider a more complex scenario where we want to precompute and cache intermediate results within a function. In this example, complex underscore function calls expensive underscore computation and then combines the. In Python, precomputing or caching parts of functions can significantly improve the performance of your code, especially when dealing with computationally expensive operations or repetitive function calls. Caching allows you to store the results of function calls and reuse them when the same inputs occur again, avoiding redundant computations. In this tutorial, we'll explore how to implement caching in Python using the functools module. We'll use the lru_cache decorator to cache function results and demonstrate how it can enhance the efficiency of your code. Make sure you have Python installed on your machine. You can download Python from python.org. The functools module in Python provides tools for working with functions. We'll be using the lru_cache decorator from this module to implement caching. Import it at the beginning of your script or notebook. Let's create a simple function that performs a time-consuming computation. We'll use this function as an example to demonstrate caching. Now, let's apply caching to the expensive underscore function using the lru_cache decorator. The decorator will store the results of function calls based on their input parameters, preventing redundant computations. Here, maxsize equals none means that the cache can grow without bound. You can set a specific size based on your memory requirements. Now, let's test our cached function with a few calls. Caching parts of functions can significantly improve the performance of your Python code. By using the lru_cache decorator from the functools module, you can easily implement caching and avoid redundant computations. This technique is particularly useful in scenarios where function calls are repetitive and expensive. Feel free to integrate caching into your own functions to optimize performance and reduce computational overhead. ChatGPT